Okay, we're going to start from with a lead here. We're going to enter a lead. I'll get a lead entered, get some estimates put on it, pictures, videos, possibly. We're going to take that lead, give him a proposal. We're going to then convert that lead. He accepts the proposal. We're going to convert that lead into a billable customer, and he's going to convert the estimate or multiple estimates into a job. Then we'll get it on the schedule and get it into the mobile world. We'll also talk here about leads on the mobile world as well. So I'm going to go into leads on the desktop, and I'm going to call up one particular lead that we're going to work with here. And I'm keying in a partial address here. There's a number of ways to find this lead by name, parcel address, and things of that nature. But this is 6 CP Commons, 320702 Scarlet Oak. This is a Key Homes bill. I'm going to hit the verify button. What that tells us is that this lead is a child of a parent. Key Homes is the main builder. This is a location that we're working for them. So they're all grouped together under one umbrella. So we've got a lead here. We can talk a little bit, Tom, about these drop downs, lead progression, source, location, priority, and checklist.
Yeah, let's go the other magnifying glass that pulls up the text number. That's critical.
This is the text numbers that we've entered prior up for this company. And so
Automatically saved once they're entered.
you can select it, and then that's the text number that will be communicated with on this job. You may have multiple supervisors out there, so you would have multiple text numbers.
The owner is me at the bottom there, and that can be updated or changed if need be. Then go up to lead progression. That's just a status that allows you to see where you are in the lead process. Source is what was it a walk in or did it come from my guy that I paid to give me leads? And priority is usually always high. So those are the things that we see there. Now the checklist, go ahead and hit show, Billy. So I went ahead and filled that out, and you can see its date and time stamp. This is information that we were looking for from the preview or the salesman when they go out in the field. Go ahead and hit close and show the print of that, Billy, and then that would allow scheduling to have a better understanding of who to send. You're going to get a bunch of pictures, but now you're answering questions. I am the one that's doing a lot of videoing, so I'm not filling that out. But that checklist, again, wherever there's a drop down, you control the checklist. So that's very useful, but again, with video, not so much. So go into estimates. So in this case, there's two estimates. They're both active. Just for simplicity of this presentation, the builder actually called and wanted to add a second fireplace outside to the courtyard. And so I put that proposal together fairly quickly, and you go to the proposal print button, and now it's going to show when he's going to hit summary and total. And now the builder is going to get this via email. And you scroll down, there's a summary page. There's the 2 units. And I just emailed that to him and waiting on a response. Fast forward about an hour. He says no on the outdoor courtyard. So Billy goes and deactivates that one. And we are only going to move forward, converting this lead over to a work order, which is just the one fireplace out the back. Now, Billy's going to show you. This is a video of that project.
I'd be coming from that direction.
It gives you the ability to show your scheduler. Do you what crew to send? Do you need a ladder to put the direct vent cap on? You can also keep pictures. Pictures are valuable in the front end, especially if you already won the business and there's something framed wrong. Once you get into the work order world, you can text that individual picture, and then the salesman is left out. He now can just deal with scheduling. Now Billy's just showing you the mobile side. Everything's pretty much identical. This allows you to look at videos and notes as well. So the video is going to transfer over so that your crews now can see what they are going to expect when they go to that job site. And again, the critical element is scheduling knows who to send to that job site. So now we're probably ready on the desktop version to go ahead and move this lead over, Billy, if you want to activate customer.
Want to talk just briefly about activities?
Yeah, activities. In this case, there was only one down at the bottom. I got a text from this builder and just was in the area, so I did it. But this activities gives you all the times you talk to somebody to try to get this lead. And so it gives you just a blueprint of who talked to who, when, and how. I have a sales staff of 4 or 5 people. Multiple people can do multiple things in my office. Therefore, it's all date and time stamped if someone called about a lead. Very critical.
Okay.
So Billy's going to do a couple drop downs here. We're going to move this over into a work order, and this data again, wherever there's drop downs,
What was the
this is
one?
vent outback, and so product all the way at the bottom, Billy, SL7, and then a symptom could be natural gas, and this is fireplace 2 hour. So those are things that you are required before you can move over. And you can see at the bottom, we are only taking over the one estimate, and it says active. So he'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, it's asking us now, do we want to proceed to the jobs or work order management? And this is the job that went over. You've got the images right here. You've got your video right here.
And now, while it's still fresh in my head, if need be, you can hit notes right there, Billy. The notes and drop down to those pictures. And if there was something wrong with the framing, we could go ahead and send those pictures over inside of Service Pros and send a SMS right away. And then that will allow scheduling to handle that moving forward and the salesman's removed.
Okay, so if I go over to jobs now and look at 3702, yes. It's not.
It's not scheduled for today. Yep.
Right. So we got it here.
Yep.
And if you looked at the images, here they are.
And then the video.
And the video is here.
And again, anything that's yellow stamped means there's something behind the button.
Right. Right. So at this point, this job has just floated over into our open area of jobs right here. So it's not assigned. If we wanted to order materials, this is where we would do it. Correct, Tom?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, let's go ahead and start at the beginning and do some of the drop downs that since this ticket's ready to go, Billy's going to go ahead and put it on the calendar, and he's going to schedule it for James the framer for, say, this Saturday. And he's going to assign that to that crew. Okay, now at this point, I have a purchasing department that's at my office, so they're going to scroll down on that lead. And what's going to happen is they'll hit the word purchase order there. They'll go to the top where it says vendor, Hearth and Home Technologies. Next one down, you got to hit warehouse, select the right warehouse. Yeah. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and order the unit in the front. So they'll click on those 2 items. Yep. And now he'll say create purchase order. Now you can go back down to your purchase order button there, still in the ticket, and it has a hot link over to purchase orders. You'll see it's red, so a purchase order has been created, but nothing happened. It didn't get mailed off. It didn't get sent off. It wasn't finalized, and it's still red on the calendar, on the grid. So he can go back into that. He can actually hit that purchase order again. And now you go to, it's a hot blue button. He'll hit that. And now we're in the purchase order world very quickly.
Yeah, we won't go through all of this, but we would finalize it. Then we would receive it into inventory, and that would turn the button into
Just go ahead. This is good data. Just go ahead and hit finalize.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, it's finalized now. That means
Finalized. Yep.
it's gone to the vendor.
That's gone to the vendor. So we'll leave it at there. We'll just leave it there. But when it does come in, we'll hit it in inventory. But this is live data.
So if I went to the jobs now, it's orange instead of red,
And
meaning
go
we
ahead and
have
open.
reacted on this deal.
Yeah, and go ahead and open it. And the word purchase order will be yellow as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and stop it there, Billy, but go up to scheduler and go over to that one line item that said in that same ticket, go back to that ticket where we can create it, make it go green on our own. We could force a ticket to go green as well. Up a little bit, Billy. Up by scheduling. Keep going. Right there. Now she's going to take it off. It's ready to be. And that will then at that point change it to green so that everybody knows it. You got to pop all the way out and it'd be in the grid. And that's not everyone needs to order material every time. But that button right there allows you to move it to green so that everyone's on the same page. And then we're probably ready now, Billy. You already got it scheduled. It's ordered, and now it's here. Yeah, go over those two things on the calendar as well.
Confirmed. You can use this any way you want to, but confirmed to a number of customers mean, hey, we've talked to the people. They're going to be there. Don't deviate from the time. And locked means, hey, we've moved this job too many times. Don't move it again. It's a lockdown job. So I'm going to look at Saturday. And I look at James right here. We double booked him there. But
that's okay. Go ahead and highlight it and change the time. That's a great feature. You can't double book.
But he's booked all out that day.
That's all right.
Let's see. This job is locked. It won't let me move it without having an admin password. So, well, and you can do that, but you have to have admin authority. So that X means it's locked, and that check mark means it's confirmed. If I take these out,
Yep.
Now look at the calendar. The Saturday. Still overbooked there. I'll just change him to the 17th, which is Sunday. Update him. Refresh the calendar. Go to Sunday. There's no check marks. There's nothing there. He's not locked anymore. You got your pictures. You got your video.
Okay. So everything's assigned on the desktop. You might go ahead. Yep. So now you're probably ready to look at it on the mobile side so that the crew on that Sunday.
If I go into jobs and I could search.
Yep.
37.
You're on phone number.
3702. Yes. It's not going to find it because it wasn't scheduled for today, but there it is. I hit search again, so it looks everywhere. First of all, the mobile app defaults to today's workload. So if you want to see tomorrow's, you can toggle to tomorrow, or you can toggle the next day, or you can take the unapply the date check, and it'll go find it anywhere. So I'm looking at the job from a mobile standpoint. This is what a technician out in the field is going to see.
And the technician only sees his work if you set it up that way.
Right, right.
But the way that we utilize this in my world is Billy's going to hit an acknowledgement button. That's the thumbs up.
Yeah. We won't get into all of these, but yeah, the acknowledgement button, that says we're good to go. You're usually en route, right, Tom?
En route. Yes, sir. Yeah. En route. Yep.
Yeah. And we can't clock in and clock out because this fellow's clocked into a current job right now. But
Correct.
if he were clocked out, you would be able to clock in and clock out. Let's say he needed to take pictures, he can take pictures out here as well. He can see the previous pictures. He can take more additional ones here. Click in the camera, choose from the gallery, or take a photo right here. So you got the ability to take a quick video, take pictures. If they've got a problem on the job site, they can attach it to this job and then say, "Hey, I need some help out here," or whatever. Communicate back to them. The completion, non-completion code, we won't beat that up too much here, but this is, task is complete for today. What that does, that puts a green dot on the map. We are good to go. If it was not complete, you would see, and I don't even know if the completion code comes in until today. It does not happen because we
No.
scheduled that out for Sunday. But if it was today's date, you would see reaction here. So if you looked at today's calendar is these green dots mean everything is good to go.
And there's the clock, half clock there.
Yeah. And this guy's clocked in right here on this job. That's why we could not clock him into that. He's clocked in and out of here, in and out of here, in and out of here, and into here, and that's where he's at. So what that's done is that's taken you through from leads to a billable customer, from an estimate to a job, getting the job to the calendar, getting the job to the mobile world as well, so the technician can deal with his workload. When the technician signs on, he's going to see what's going on for today. So if you selected James Zafran, and then I'm signed on as an admin here, so I'd see all of James' jobs right here. If James signed on, he would see his jobs as well, and only his jobs. But we have the ability to drop down and grab other people's jobs. So this is all of them, and that could be some of them.
Okay.
So,
That's a quick recap of gaining a lead and getting on a calendar and ordering material.
yeah, that takes it from step one to the end. I mean, if the technician is out there, he gets the job done. There's a number of ways you can complete a job. You can allow the technician to complete it, or you can let the people back in the office. You can take the completion away from him, the abilities away from him. You define what buttons down here they have access to. So if you don't want the technicians in the field to complete a job, they have to come back to the office, review the pictures, make sure they did everything that the checklist said to do, and then the office personnel can complete the job. Once the job's completed, it's going to go away from jobs. It's going to go off of the calendar. It's going to go into history, and then it's going to go into invoicing. We didn't talk a lot about inventory here, but that was at the estimate level. We got the ability to duplicate an estimate. We got the ability to put kits on an estimate, and we got the ability to pick our inventory piece by piece as well if you need to. And you can add additional inventory. If you get out and you see you need more inventory on this job, you can do that at the job level via mobile or via the desktop.
Yeah, there's an inventory button on that ticket there at the bottom. And then you can also take money and you can take a signature.
Right. Blue chat dialogue. We have another video that's going to go into a little bit more detail between the mobile and the desktop communication. This video is to try to give you a bird's eye view of a start to finish job, bringing a lead, creating an estimate, possibly doing events and activities during that cycle, giving them a proposal. If they accept the proposal in full, we move on. If they take part of it, we adjust accordingly, turn that proposal into a job, putting that job on the schedule, taking that schedule to the technician in the mobile world, and letting him do the things he does. He can see the pictures, he can see the videos that are brought over from the estimates, and he can add additional pictures and he can add additional videos from the job module here. Are we missing anything, Tom?
I think that's a quick overview.
Okay. And we'll follow up with some detail of each of these modules as well of, do you want to enter your leads and what does these numbers mean and things of that nature. Message Center will get a detail of this as well coming at you, and we'll go from there. Sound good, Tom?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.